Hello friends, myself Professor to have second session on MCQ for the subject called Mercantile Law. So let's have MCQs based on the subject called Mercantile Law, Unit 1, Indian Contract Act 1872. And today we are going to have MCQs based on the chapter called Offer and Acceptance. First MCQ is on the screen now. Offer is defined under which section of Indian Contract Act 1872? Let's have its option. Under section 2I, under section 2E, under section 2G, or it's under section 2A. Which section offer is defined? Offer is also known as proposal. The other name of offer is proposal, and the answer is option D, under section 2A. Next, the term offer basically includes the following. Let's see what the term offer includes. Whether it is opinion from one person to another, or it is suggestion by one person to another, or it's a willingness to do or abstain from doing any act, or none of the above. And the right, it is neither opinion, it is neither suggestion nor suggestion. And the final answer for it is option C, willingness to do. Third one, acceptance is defined under which section of Indian Contract Act 1872? First option is under section 2J, 2F, 2D, or it's 2B. And the right answer is, if offer is 2A, and acceptance comes after offer. So logically it's 2B. The answer is option D, 2B. Fourth one, a proposal when accepted becomes offer, obligation, promise, none of the above. The right answer is, a proposal when accepted it becomes promise. It's a definition of one concept. When person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent thereto, the proposal is said to be, let's have the option, cancelled, accepted, withdrawn, or offered. The proposal is said to be, the right answer is B, accepted. Sixth one, valid contract can arise only if the proposal is not made to a specific person, acceptance is not made by a specific person, offer is made to a specific person, or is it D, acceptance is made by a specific person. The question is, valid contract can arise only if it is accepted by the specific person. So option D is the right answer. Acceptance is made by a specific person. Acceptance must be valid. Acceptance to be valid must be absolute and conditional, B, unconditional, B, absolute and unqualified, or is it B, absolute and qualified? So first essential condition of acceptance is it must be absolute and unqualified. So option C is the right answer. Eighth one, it's an example. Raju offers to sell his bike to Shyam for rupees 20,000. This is an offer made by Raju to Shyam. Here, Raju is a promisee, an offeree, an acceptor, or a promise, and over here offer is made by Raju, so Raju is option D, a promise. Ninth one, from the following, which are or is not the essential elements for a valid offer? Which are not the essential elements? The question is in negative sense. Let's have the option. Offer may be general or specific. It is one of the essentials of offer. Offer may be expressed or implied. That is proposal. Offer and proposal are one and same. Proposal may be expressed or implied. It is also one of the essentials. Offer must be unconditional. And the last one is all of the above. Offer must be unconditional is not the right point. Offer may be conditional. So the answer is C. Offer must be unconditional is not the essential of a valid offer. Offer may be conditional is the right answer. So 10th one, from the following, which is or are essential elements for a valid acceptance? Now this is in positive sense. Which are the essential elements for a valid acceptance? Acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. Acceptance must be communicated. Acceptance may be expressed or implied. All of the above. These first three, all are essentials of acceptance. So the right answer is point D. All of the above. 11th, a proposal stands revoked or lapsed. A proposal stands revoked or lapsed when the offer gets lapsed or when an offer is ended, terminated. Let's see the option. Through communication of notice, through failure of fulfilling preconditions, or by death or insanity of proposer, or all of the above. So the right answer is all the above three are ways of getting contract lapsed, offer lapsed. So the right answer is all of the above. They all are valid way of getting revocation of offer. Last one, an offer for the continuous supply of goods at a certain rate for a definite period is called. Let's see the option. It's a counter offer. No. Whether it is a cross offer. No. It is an offer of open offer, or it is an implied offer. And the right answer is open offer. Open offer is also known as standing offer or continuing offer. So that's all from my side. Friends, don't forget to share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my video, and please share it with other friends too. And stay tuned for further updates. Thank you.